our hardworking 11th graders. It's time for your favorite English lesson. Today we have to talk about Lesson 2B, the role of feedback, first part. Before our lesson, I want to make a short listening task. In this task, we can revise the present perfect simple, which we learned together. So, what you should do? Open your notebook, write down today's date and our theme, of course, role of feedback, and write listening task and put 10 numbers. Then you should write down the 10th sentence while you are listening. Are you ready? Well done.
Module 7, Recording 2. A. I've had my car for about 6 months. B.
I've been a student for 2 years.
C.
I've been at secondary school for 6 years.
D.
Before that, I went to primary school for 6 years.
E. I've lived in London for 10 years. F. I've known Anna for about 8 years. G.
My grandparents have been married for over 50 years.
H.
My mother has worked as a doctor for 20 years.
I. Helen has been a teacher for 3 years. J. Before that, she was a translator for 2 years.
Thank you so much. I hope you all have finished it or not. If it is not, don't worry. We can do it one more time together. Let's complete the sentence which you write.
Module 7, Recording 2. A. I've had my car for about 6 months. B.
I've been a student for 2 years.
C.
I've been at secondary school for 6 years.
D.
Before that, I went to primary school for 6 years.
E. I've lived in London for 10 years. F. I've known Anna for about 8 years. G.
My grandparents have been married for over 50 years.
H.
My mother has worked as a doctor for 20 years.
I. Helen has been a teacher for 3 years. J. Before that, she was a translator for 2 years.
Thank you so much, dears. Now your task is, you should look through one more time your list and find out the sentence in past simple, not present perfect simple, past simple. Have you finished it? Good. What is it? Which one is in past simple? D. Before that, I went to primary school for 6 years. And we have one more past simple sentence. It is J. Before that, she was a translator for 2 years. Thank you. Today, we have to talk about present perfect continuous and the differences between present perfect simple. Present perfect continuous describe actions continuing up to now or just before now. Example, we have been doing grammar exercise for over an hour. Can we have a break? In this situation, you can see they are doing grammar exercise now and they feel tired. That's why they asked permission for a break. So, we can say they are having a break now because they have been working so hard. Here's some more examples from your book. I have been living in Tashkent for 2 years. Have you been living in Tashkent for 2 years? She hasn't been working here since 2004. We have been waiting for the bus for hours. Let's revise the differences between for and since one more time, but we discussed it before. So, the rule for this situation, we use for with a period of time. You can see 3 numbers between past and now. We can say it for 3 years. She has been living in Tashkent for 3 years. What about since? Can you remember the rule? Yes. We use since with the starting of a period time. Again, there are 3 numbers between 2 years, 2017 and 2020. In this case, we can say, she has been living in Tashkent since 2017. Let's practice your understanding. You should fill in gaps with for or since. Pay attention to the first one, a week. How we can say for a week or since a week. It is a period of time. We say for a week. 1990. Pay attention, it is starting of an action. We say since. Third one, 20 minutes. A period of time for 20 minutes. He has born. Since he has born. What about Thursday? Thank you so much. Since Thursday. Last week. Since last week. 6 months. Pay attention again, it is a period of time. We use for. The last one, you left school. Since you left school. The structure for present perfect continuous. Like present perfect simple, we have 2 auxiliary verbs for this tense, have and has. We use has with third person singular and been, of course. This is the difference between present perfect simple. Why? Because according to the rule of perfect tense, we have to use verb 3. It is been. According to the continuous rules, we have to use verb plus ing, learning. The structure for affirmative sentence. Subject plus have, has, plus been, plus verb ing. What about interrogative sentence? As usual, we use auxiliary verb before subject. Have you been learning English? Or third person singular. Has she been learning English? The structure is have, has, plus subject, plus been, and verb ing. What about negative sentence? For negative sentence, we should plus not to the auxiliary verb. I have not been learning English, or for the short, haven't. She has not been learning English. For the short, hasn't. The structure, subject plus have, has, plus not, been, plus verb ing. Please open on page 150 and pay attention activity 1. You should make up affirmative present perfect continuous sentence. Pay attention first one. How we can make affirmative present perfect continuous sentence. Are you ready? Well done. Let's check. She has been working here for 5 years. What about second? I have been studying all day. You have been eating. Fourth one. We have been living. What about fifth? Thank you so much. He has been playing. Dears, you have 20 sentences in this activity. Please continue making up your sentences after our lesson because I don't want to waste our time. The differences between present perfect simple and continuous. The present perfect simple often emphasizes the result of an action. Example: she has written an article for the school newspaper. It means she has finished it and she has read the article. Present perfect continuous often emphasizes the action and the time spent on the action rather than the result. She has been writing an article for the school newspaper. The meaning: she has started but she hasn't finished it yet. So, this is the differences between present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. Let's practice. In this activity, you have to decide the sentence is in present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. The first one: I think I have heard or been hearing that song. Which one is true? What do you think? Thank you. I have heard that song before. What about second? They haven't arrived or been arriving. What do you think? According to our rule, arrived is right. The third one: you've written or been writing that email for over an hour. How long is it going to take you? Pay attention to the question. How long is it going to take you? It means you haven't finished it yet. According to the rule, been writing is correct. What about first one? Have you talked or been talking on the phone since 8 o'clock? Think a second. Thank you so much. Have you been talking is right. Fifth one: Joe has already invited or been inviting Shirley to dinner. Think a second. Your answer is? Thank you so much. Invited is right answer. This is also activity from your textbook. Please open on page 150 again and pay attention activity 2. The structure is the same. You have decided the sentence present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. So please open brackets in the right tense. Are you ready? Pay attention to the first one. Say arrived already. What do you think? What tense is it? Present perfect simple or present perfect continuous? Have you arrived? What about second one? Has run. Gulnara has run 2,000 meters today. Third, I have been cleaning all morning. I'm fed up. What about first one? How long? Nilufar, you know. How long have you known Nilufar? Fifth one. Thank you so much. I've been drinking more water lately and I feel better. It is the second part of this activity. 6. Sorry about the mess. I have been baking. What about 7? How many times have you taken this exam? 8. He has eaten 6 bars of chocolate today. 9. Thank you. Zuhra has cooked dinner. Let's go and eat. It means the dinner is ready. And 10. The students have finished their exam. They are very happy. So it is time for our home task. Your first home task is activity 3 on page 115. In this activity, you should make up sentence with present perfect simple or present perfect continuous, which we did during our lesson. Second activity 4 on page 151. You should scan the text and underline the words in the box. Please don't forget to find out the meaning and try to guess the meaning of these words. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to send your home task to your teacher. See you soon.